Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Birds of Prey. Apparently the early reviews are in. This is very, very interesting. I wasn't expecting this to happen. I would honestly expect some of this to be silenced across the coming days or weeks and things to be removed under pressure from Warner Brothers and DC. Now, if you don't want any spoilers, I don't think there's too many in here. I have scanned through some of these reviews, but inevitably click off the video if you don't want anything spoiled remotely, because you know I can't be to blame for that. But yes, the early audience reviews are in, and it's mixed. It's not out and out terrible, it's not out and out amazing. It seems to be very mixed across the board, which is actually kind of what I was expecting, because the trailer that dropped was meh. I mean, some people liked it, some people hated it. So this is actually to be expected, but let's take a look at it, shall we? So early audience reviews for Margot Robbie's Bird of Prey film are arriving. Now, on Letterboxd, a number of individuals have indicated that they have seen the film and are already providing feedback. Now, Letterboxd notes 125 people have rated the film. However, only 76 ratings are actually shown. So again, like I say, things are kind of in flux here. I think some things are being removed, and again, we can expect some of this stuff to disappear under pressure from Warner Brothers in the coming days. Now, of the 76 ratings shown, 31 people gave the film a maximum score of 5 stars. That's about 41%. Which, look, that's genuinely what I thought would happen. It's meh. Some love it, some hate it. Mixed. I don't think that's neither good nor bad, so calm down. Everyone thinking I'm just hating the film. Shush. One person gave the film a 4.5 stars. 6 people gave the film 4 stars. 7 gave the film a 3.5 stars. 4, 3 stars. 1, a 2.5. 10 people gave Birds of Prey 2 stars. 3 people 1.5. 4, a 1, and 6 people gave it a 0.5 star. So the average rating is 3.3 out of 5, which is mixed to positive, isn't it, really? It's, again, neither terrible or horrendous or out and out offensive. It's just, meh, it's alright, I guess. Which is kind of what everyone expects when they watch the trailer. The trailer just gave that impression. Now here's what some reviewers are saying. Paula Aguilar Baradas, I butchered that name, gave the film a 3.5 stars. She writes, "The power. The film doesn't make much sense, but all my life I've seen films about guys fighting without any reason, and now watching girls kicking some asses for any reason fills you with power. Does this is what empowerment feels like? Is this what empowerment feels like? Is this what boys feel when watching those nonsense films? Give me more." It's kind of that's target audience, really, isn't it? This woman here, Paula, is the target audience, so it's not a surprise she liked the film. However, what's interesting is that she does not show up on the actual ratings page for Birds of Prey. It's unclear why. So that is surprising, to be fair. However, another viewer, Eduardo, gave the film 3.5 stars as well, and he writes, "Blonde Chris Messina could F me up. It's an okay film. Hurts me to say that I was expecting more, a lot more. Margot is perfect, and it seems like she has a lot of fun playing Harley, but the rest of the cast feels wasted." It's supposed to be wasted. "The action scenes are cool, especially the precinct and the funhouse, but the climax doesn't feel like a climax. Since there wasn't a lot of development to get there, it just feels like a missed opportunity." Now, it's really important to note that these are 2 elements that were in the trailer. Okay, those are the elements which were showcased in the trailer. The precinct is what's shown at the introduction to the trailer, which goes, "I'd like to report a crime." What crime? This one. And then the funhouse is, well, predominantly in the trailer. It's the most stuff we've seen of the trailer. Now, Reddit user Peter P posted his review to the box office subreddit, and he wrote, "I won't spoil anything out of respect for the studio. However, after finally seeing the film, I can see why the trailers have been meh. This movie got an R rating. And this is a very hard R. I mean, this might be the goriest mainstream comic book movie I've ever seen. You see a face be sliced open, broken bones, bleeding ears with bursting eardrums. There's a lot of cursing as well." Now, I think that's interesting to note, because Deadpool is, generally speaking, considered to be the most hard R comic book movie there is, so that's surprising, but okay. This movie does seem to be modelled after Deadpool after all, so if they're looking to push that R-rated boundary, I can see that being legit. The gay aspect involving Black Mask is very subtle. It's not explicit, but it's pretty obvious. Harley Quinn gets the most screen time. That's to be expected. It's a Harley Quinn movie, basically. But most of the other characters get their fair share. The only character I thought was a bit underused was the Huntress. That's a shame, because she's one of the better actresses out of them all. Box office potential. I think the gore will hurt its chances in getting kids to go see it. It's a hard R. This is a movie that is really not meant for children. It's pretty brutal. I think teens will love this, though. I think this will make John Wick numbers. Probably a bit more, given Harley Quinn's brand. 200 million plus domestically. I think that's... I don't know. Because the word of mouth will make or break it. And if it's meh, 200 million's very optimistic, isn't it? 200 million for this. God damn. I expect WOM to be very good. Quality-wise, it's better than Suicide Squad. Should hope so. The choppy editing is nowhere to be seen. The jokes are funnier. Margot Robbie is better, though. I still think she's too self-aware. So too much of the fourth wall breaking element, which seems to be a bit, lame in the trailer. Right? I thought Ewan McGregor stole the show. The actress who played Cassandra Cain was also surprisingly good, and I thought she was going to be the weak link. Everyone else was solid. Birds of Prey is expected to have an opening weekend box office of 49 million, with the Box Office Pro predicting that it could be anywhere between 40 to 60 million. They also predict the film will have a final domestic total haul of 125 million, with a range between 100 to 150 million. Birds of Prey hits theatres February 7th. What do you make of these initial reactions and ratings of Birds of Prey? Well, it's interesting, isn't it? What do you guys think? God damn. Now, a lot of this stuff from the leaks have been confirmed to some degree, but then they went back and I believe did some reshoots. So it's difficult to say really what they're going to be doing with all of this. It's a whole bunch of meh, isn't it? It's neither good nor bad at this point in time. Again, you got here, Birds of Prey, Ewan McGregor and Chris Messina hint not so subtly at Black Mask's sexuality. Now, they do actually note, and they say basically what this Reddit user has said, that it is subtle. It's subtle, but it's obvious that they do have some form of a relationship. What do you guys think? I don't think this is good or bad. I think this is genuinely what was to be expected. It wasn't going to be a huge standout. I think ultimately this chap is right. Reddit user Peter P. I think he is right that the brand appeal of Harley Quinn is what's going to be selling this. I mean, Harley Quinn's a hot property right now ever since Suicide Squad. All those goddamn atrocious Harley Quinn cosplays came out, and then we also had the Harley Quinn cartoon that's coming out. People seem to like that. I've not seen it, but people do seem to like it. So Harley Quinn is a hot property. Now, the fact that this is expected a reasonable take-in, I expect it. I think that's going to be the case. I don't think 200 million domestic, though. That's quite ambitious. That's very optimistic. About everything else, the fact that the Funhouse and the Precinct, those action scenes, it's a shame that those are the standouts because they are in the trailers. Goes back to really bad marketing that, that is the predominant things that they use the best stuff in the trailers. Such a shame. Such a shame. We've got to get away from that. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. I've got to say it here, and I will be saying it all week. Please do share this video. YouTube is currently sandboxing my channel. It's not notifying you. It is unsubscribing people, and it's not recommending the videos anywhere. So I'd really like to kind of push out of that little weird sandbox that's going on, and hopefully we can, get the videos kind of be seen by the people that actually want to watch it again. But I'd really appreciate it if you did, and if you do want to support the channel, then I've got links to my Patreon down below in the description box as well. You know, and some merch underneath the video. Check it out. You might like it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I've been Mr. H. Take care.